And we're gonna look at a little off-season planning. Um, we got a lot of holes on this Cleveland Brown team. Um, a big part of the reason I picked them, as I stated before, is because of the draft capital they had this first year. It worked out pretty good, not like how I wanted to. I made a couple trades, got a few extra draft picks. Um, so yeah, just take a look at the yearly reward. I didn't get nobody. We didn't play good enough at all to get any significant awards. We not topping anything. Offensive player, Sampson finished number 10. We was just pretty average. Defensive player of the year in the AFC, Owosu Koromora was in the middle of the pack. Offensive rookie of the year, Sampson finished number 3. Defensive player of the year, Mason Graham had a phenomenal year, double digit sacks. He's now an X factor. Excuse me. He's now an X factor. Then Swessinger also had a phenomenal season. He stayed a star though. Um, yeah, we just couldn't do nothing with the quarterback. Shador didn't crack the top 10. Hey, excuse me. Running back, we fell at number 6 overall. Wide receiver, nobody on wide receiver. It never really is for us. O-line, no O-line. Got sacked too many times. Mason Graham, D-line of the year. He came in at number 4. Linebacker, we got Owosu Koromora. We got Cam Ward, DB of the year. And Hopkins right there. But jumping into the plan, let's see how we gonna fare out for the off season. What the plan gonna be? So I got the number 3 pick overall. I got the number 16 pick, which we may trade to either get an earlier pick or to get more picks. Not for sure just yet. And we got Denver pick in the second round, which is a high pick. I think it's the second pick overall in the second round. Then we got my pick, we got Vegas pick, so we got picks. Um, the plan here, like I said, we got 3 and 16. We got to make these count. And looking at the roster, um, I plan to rock with Shador. Um, that's my plan, unless the first 2 picks like go crazy and 2 of the people I'm looking for is gone. Um, because with that third pick, I really need an impactful player. I need a dynamic player. And you'll see where I'm trying to go from there. But my plan is to rock with Shador. Shador wasn't just all out terrible. He developed pretty nice. Um, 95 mid, 88 deep, 92 short. We'll just try to get his throw power up. I don't know if it was me, like I couldn't throw the ball, but sometimes it didn't seem like his accuracies was this high. Because I didn't know his accuracies was this high. So we plan on rocking with Shador. We definitely gonna look into a backup running back, drafting a running back. This is where I want to use that top picks, those 2 top picks. I need to bring a wide receiver into the Cleveland Browns locker room. Uh, the only thing is that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to find one in like free agency. That's why I need to use those picks to get another receiver in this Cleveland Browns locker room. So whether that's with the third pick or the 16th pick, or I trade for a wide receiver. Um, I don't know. Um, I might send a trade because Travis Hunter is out there. So we'll see. Um, and Joku gonna be gone. I don't think I'm gonna re-sign him, so I'm definitely gonna need to look at tight end. And tight end I don't really use my tight end too much. And Joku is the most I used a tight end this past season. I'm not a tight end bandit. I know they create a lot of mismatches, but it's just it's just real cheesy for me with the tight ends. From the defense not lining up directly in front of them correctly and all that type of stuff. It's the same thing as compressed sets. DBs don't line up where they should line up. Linebackers don't line up in front of the linebackers, and then it's always an imbalance. Like it's easy for tight ends to get a high, route running trait versus it's hard for linebackers to get a high man coverage or zone, not even zone, just man coverage trait. So attribute, whatever. So yeah, we definitely looking for tight end. Probably gonna look into the second round. It's a lot of good tight ends in this draft. So we might be able to wait till like that Denver pick, that first pick in the second round to get us a tight end. Um, Definitely don't want to take one too early. Um, but hopefully we could get a decent tight end in the draft, cause I mean in a free agency, cause I'm gonna let Njoku walk. Definitely need to do something with this O line. Um, I don't want to use the number 3 or the number 16 pick drafting an O line. Um, Maybe the 16th pick, but I'm really hoping that I can sign at least one in free agency because these boys here ain't cutting it. I think we keep. No, I think Joel. I think he becomes a free agent. We lose him. Uh, Zenser ain't bad, but not the greatest. We keep uh, Posick, Ethan, whatever his name is, and we keep Telvin. We're gonna lose Teller. He missed the whole year. He's still a superstar, but at 30 years old and 79 overall, that don't really make a difference. Um, I think we're gonna keep Conklin. Still have him after this year. So and they older. So we need to really revamp this O line. They gave up way too many sacks. I got pressured too quick too many times. We definitely need an edge rusher to pair with Miles Garrett. Um, Gotta get strong on the other side. People pretty much ran away from Miles Garrett, and that other side of the field was wide open. They will roll out away from Miles Garrett. Um, it was tough. Miles couldn't get the sacks because he was just out there by himself, which opened it up. I'm not gonna lie, Miles Garrett opened it up for excuse me, for Mason Graham because we was forcing quarterbacks to stay in the pocket, and that's how Mason Graham was getting all his sacks. So depending on how to go, I don't think I will use the third pick on the edge rusher, but I will use that 16th pick on the edge rusher, depending on how the draft falls. It's a few good ones that I like. Uh, Mason Graham and I was running with Mason Graham and Mike Hall Jr. I think I'm good there, unless the draft just fall a certain way. Like I said, as you can see, Mason Graham went up to an X factor, uh, a straight stud. So I will leave him. I mean, I would, he's definitely going to be the starter, and I think I'm going to keep Mike Hall Jr. as the second starter because I run like a 4-3 set. I only need two linebackers. I think I'm good with Swinger and Owosu Komora. That's really all I need. Um, and then at cornerback, I'm set. Again, it's unless the draft fall a certain way, I think I'm good with Ward, Newsom, and Emerson Jr. Emerson Jr. need to be signed. If he keep his superstar, I'm gonna go ahead and re-sign him, of course. Probably try to get him up to 90 speed. But I'm definitely gonna keep Ward, uh, Newsom, and Emerson. Or maybe I trade Ward for like draft picks or something. I don't know. We'll see. Um, I could use an upgrade at safety, but I'm fine with Percy Butler. I give him like another year or two to like develop. It's not. I only traded for him because he got good speed. It's not like he just all out terrible. A lot of times I'm user controlling this person. So, and then I got Delpit on the other side. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. I need multiple O linemen. I need an edge rusher. I need shoot. I almost want to say multiple wide receivers, but we'll see how it pan out. So I think that is my primary focus. I think I'm good with Shador. I get Shador another year. Just need a backup halfback. But this is where I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade here and at tight end. The defense I could work with. Like if I don't get my edge rusher, if I don't get another safety, I'm all right. But I have to get a wide receiver. I have to get a tight end. I have to get playmakers. My offense struggled. I have to get O line. It was at times I couldn't get the run game going. I couldn't get the pass game going because I didn't have time. A lot in this game. This year, I resorted to drags, slants, and quick passes because I didn't have time in the pocket. And when you don't have time in the pocket, you become like one dimensional, and people just know play underneath. Shador don't really have the arm to go deep, so it's tough. I got to get some offensive play with players, some key weapons and some key spots. So the plan is to do that. I really don't want to show my draft board too much, but we'll just take a look at some of the prospects. No, I can't show it because I don't want everybody knowing the grades and stuff. Yeah. But either way, as you can see, the number one prospect is an edge rusher. Um, will I take him, first? Probably not because I don't think that's like my overall need. And then you see it's one, two, three quarterbacks, four quarterbacks that's top 10 in the top 10, and it's only one of them that I would think about taking with that third overall pick, and that's only depending on how the first two picks go. Um, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think everybody got a pretty decent quarterback. Let's look at that. To where I might be able to hold out to like the second round for a quarterback. Who got picks before me? I think it's Tomb and the Bron. Who is Tomb? Tomb is the Rams. Let's look at the Rams. Yeah, Rams probably definitely gonna go for a quarterback. He got Stafford and Pickett, so he probably gonna wind up going for a quarterback, of course. So depending on which one he take, and then you got the Broncos. He shouldn't. Yeah, he got Bo Nix, and he only had one. I hope he only had one quarterback on his roster. Hmm, that's not right. Unless he cut some people. But yeah, he got Bo Nix, so I know he not gonna take a quarterback. So odds are is that the quarterback that I like is gonna be there at number 3. I just don't know if I take him at number 3. I'm still so undecided. Like the only thing that bothers me with Shador is his arm strength. Um, I know it's not everything. He got decent accuracy and all, but it still bothers me. So we'll see how it all panned out. So that's the way I'm looking. Still don't know who gonna wind up in free agency. We might be able to upgrade at some positions. Free agency is always key. That dictates who I get in agency. Always dictates who I draft and what direction I go to in a draft. So yeah, we'll see how it all pan out.